My name is Mucha Mlingo, and I am delighted to host you again this morning as we kick off a new week and continue in our journey to strengthen our mental well-being, our capacity to navigate the challenges of life that come our way. Have you ever considered that you are a billion-dollar asset? You are complex and intricate, unique. The psalmist says, fearfully and wonderfully made. A combination of spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental spheres, all of which are crucial to your overall well-being. And yet, how often do you take time to ensure that you are servicing each of those parts of yourself? Each of these dimensions contributes to your success at work, and ignoring any of these spheres, failing to tune in, to pay attention and make corrections if necessary, is a recipe for disaster. We'll service our cars like clockwork, but we shy away from taking time to go for an annual physical, and we're definitely not going to consider seeking help if we are feeling overwhelmed and anxious. And we're not going to use that D word because that's a sign of weakness, right? Wrong. A billion-dollar asset will erode in value very quickly if it is not looked after. And a key part of looking after any asset is taking it for regular service. Just like to keep a car going, you have to fill it with petrol, check the oil and water regularly, and give the tires some air. But how often do we take the time to reflect on whether we're giving ourselves what we need to flourish and live well? May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Thank you for joining me this morning as we continue on our journey to service this billion-dollar asset and focus on our mental health. We're going to kick off the new week with a conversation about intention. Remember your 90-year-old self from Friday, the one with the warm smile and all the answers? They have the luxury of having a bird's eye view of life. They can zoom out from the details and see the whole rosy picture. In reality, though, our life is nothing if not a composition of a million little details. A million times of saying yes and a million times of saying no. How do we manage the two? How do we do the dishes, go to work, take care of children, and brush our teeth with our noble goal, our purpose, forefront in our mind? Intention is crucial for mental well-being. A 2019 study with college students found that taking values-based actions promoted a higher ability to manage stressful life events. Beyond that, several science-backed treatments use intentional living living such a life according to your values to treat conditions like depression. In 2021, a study facilitated by Gregoire et al., participants recorded their distress, well-being, and values-based actions every day for 21 days. Taking more values-based actions was linked to a lower daily distress and greater well-being. The reality is life is short, so we need to transition from the mundane to the meaningful, having our ultimate purpose in clear view and utilizing it to make the decisions we make every day. So how do we do this? How do we intentionally choose life, saying yes to the meaningful and no to the stagnant? Let's focus on how to integrate your noble goal, your life's purpose, into your daily life, shall we? Start by making a super to-do list for the day. Write down every little thing that you are going to do today. Making yourself lunch, doing chores around the house or in the office, greeting your co-workers, leading team meetings, whatever it is you have to do, write it down. Write down even the little things, the things that you normally take for granted. Now, the task ahead of you today, the challenge today, is to mark everything on your list that actively contributes to your noble goal, to your ultimate purpose, or that you enjoy doing. You can pull out the colored markers and make something artistic, or simply put a check mark besides these items. If you do something out of sheer obligation, it does not get a check mark. It does not get a tick. Now, get a little wild with me. Make a new list and keep only on this list the items that you checked or highlighted. This is your new list. It may not be entirely complete. The reality is there are some chores that you do that may have to sneak back on this list, but that obligatory meeting, the one where you never say a word, that gets cut off the list. Maybe instead you do something that feeds your soul, like sending an email to an old friend. How are you spending the precious hours that God has given you on earth? Money comes and goes. Time just goes. Look at your new to-do list. Does this look more in line with how you'd like to spend your fleeting time on this earth? Even if this list is not entirely realistic right now. Yeah, the reality is we can't quit our draining commitments. There are some things that we just must do. It's an exercise in practicing intention, just writing this list. Your list is an act of choosing yourself. No one is going to choose your meaningful life except you. You are the only one who is lit up by your purpose, by your noble goal, and you are the only one with the power to choose yourself. So, today, make that 90-year-old self proud. Life isn't getting any younger. Remember, choose yourself. Today, that's the challenge. Move through the day with intention, making choices that are aligned with your ultimate purpose. It's important to note that the goal of these daily challenges is to build your capacity to maintain mental well-being. If you are feeling overwhelmed and failing to cope, it's not weakness to ask for help. Reach out and get the support you need from a professional. Thank you so much for joining me today. And to all of you who will tune into this a little later in the day, happy Monday to you. Have a fabulous day ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. East Africa time, as we continue with our mental well-being challenge.